Okay, everybody, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Pursuant to Illinois Attorney General's guidance to public bodies, board members may participate without being physically present in compliance with the established provisions. So can we have a roll call?
Chaplain? Here. Desart?
Here.
Hart?
Here.
Olzak?
Here.
Tornatori?
Here.
Zay?
Here.
Okay, so since we don't have a physical quorum present, we will need to do roll call as we carry on the meeting. Chairwoman's remarks, I think we can fairly say on May 18th that Public Works snow removal is now out of our purview.
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't
You
say
might have
that.
changed it. We're
I
in
know.
a blizzard tonight now.
I am very high, actually, you're right, but,
I am 90 this weekend.
okay, thank you. So we'll hope for the best, but I think,
Eric, I think we need a roll call to allow the people to participate.
oh yes, I'm sorry,
remotely.
thank you. Can we have a roll call allowing everyone to participate remotely?
Chaplain?
Aye.
Desart?
Aye.
Hart?
Aye.
Olzak?
Aye.
Tornatori? Zay?
Aye.
Thank you, Sam.
Sure.
Okay, public comment. Do we have any today, Angie? No, okay. And next, approval of minutes. Can I have a motion to approve the
So
minutes?
moved.
Okay,
Second,
Tuesday, May 4th. Okay, roll call, please.
Chaplain?
Aye.
Desart?
Aye.
Hart?
Aye.
Olzak?
Aye.
Tornatori?
aye.
Zay?
Aye.
Okay, next, consent items. I'd like to combine and approve. We'll first move to combine item A, consent item, Wright Construction Services. Item B, Industrial Steam Cleaning of Chicago. These are closing contracts
So moved.
to combine. Second.
Second,
Okay, can we have a roll call to combine?
Chaplain?
Aye.
Desart?
Aye.
Hart?
Aye.
Olzak?
Aye.
Tornatori?
aye.
Zay?
Aye.
And next, need to approve these items. Contract close, White Construction Services, 2355001. And item B, Industrial Steam Cleaning of Chicago, 4900001. Contract close.
So moved to approve.
Second, please.
Second,
Okay. And a roll call.
Chaplain?
Aye.
Desart?
Aye.
Hart?
Aye.
Olzak?
Aye.
Tornatori?
Aye.
Zay?
Aye.
Okay, number 7, claims report. Can I have a motion to approve payment of claims, Public Works and Facilities Management?
So moved. Second to start.
Okay. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, roll call, thank you.
Chaplain?
Aye.
Desart?
Aye.
Hart?
Aye.
Olzak?
Aye.
Tornatori?
Aye.
Zay?
Aye.
Okay, next, I'd like to move to approve FMP 011921, recommendation for the approval of contract to Airway Systems Incorporated for semi-annual cleaning of the kitchen ducts, hoods, and fans for the judicial office facility, JTK Administration Building, Jail and Care Center for Facilities Management for a 2-year period, May 26, 2021 through May 25th, 2023, for a total contract amount not to exceed $35,196 per lowest responsible bid.
second,
Okay, and any questions, comments on this? Here, I moved. Thank you, Sam. Hearing no questions or comments, roll call, please. For approval.
Olzak?
Yes.
Tornatori?
aye.
Zay?
Aye.
Chaplain?
Aye.
Desart?
Aye.
Hart?
Aye.
Okay, next, I move for approval of FMP 012021, recommendation for the approval of a contract to E Technologies Incorporated to furnish and deliver an uninterruptible power supply unit for backup in the power plant boilers for facilities management for the period through November 30th, 2021, for a contract total amount not to exceed $96,505 per lowest responsible bid. Second. Any discussion, comments about this? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Olzak?
Yes.
Tornatori?
Aye.
Zay?
Aye.
Chaplain?
Aye.
Desart?
Aye.
Hart?
Aye.
Okay, next I'd like to move for approval of PWP 012121, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Dynamic Industrial Services Incorporated for painting and reconditioning of 2 county-owned water towers for public works for the period May 25th, 2021 through November 30th, 2022, for a total contract amount not to exceed $1,041,900 per lowest responsible bid. Second. Any comments or discussions? Members, before we go, if you could wait a moment, Mr. Zay. Nick is going to give us an update on this contract.
All right, so a little bit of a back history on this one. At Friday and Monday, Sean Reese and I were in multiple contacts with Painters District Council number 30 with Mandy and Beth. They raised some concerns that we definitely looked at. Our original intention was to pull it today and then investigate it, work with them, make sure that we're in full compliance. I received a call from Mandy from Painters District Council number 30 this morning at 8 a.m. That they are Dynamic Industrial is now a signatory to Painters District Council number 30, and they are 100% behind moving forward with this contract. All of their concerns have been resolved, and they were very, very thankful to the board and staff for listening to their concerns and working through it.
Okay, thank you, Nick. Member Zay, you had a question previously?
Yeah, I mean, that was my concerns raised about this being a non-union shop and not complying with some of our standards. So with the RVO and other things. So I want to thank Nick for looking into that and following up on their concerns.
Thank you. Any other comments?
So,
Oh, sorry, member to start.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nick, for listening and being responding to their concerns. I think they probably reached out to most of us. So this Dynamic Industrial Services, Inc. is now a union shop. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
they're signatory to the union. I'm not sure if they're in the shop, but it was my understanding in talking to Mandy that, one of the concerns raised are several of their, or most of their employees are going to be out of Indiana, but they are going to be utilizing union or members out of the union in Aurora for this job. And they're going to be doing, utilizing Painters District Council number 30, their apprenticeship program and training program. I don't know if they're technically part of the union or not, but all of the concerns that were raised on Friday and Monday have been resolved in the eyes of the union.
Okay, great. My concerns were threefold. One was that they're not a union shop. One was that they don't have an apprenticeship program. And one was that they're out of Highland, Indiana. So all those concerns are now laid to rest.
Everything is absolutely comfortable moving forward, and they are part of the team. I mean, they're a very good company, and now they've solved the next step of being, compliant with all the rules and regulations that we're bound by. So
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Excellent.
especially
Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much.
hiring from Illinois is certainly one of the biggest concerns. So do we have any other comments or questions about this? Okay, hearing none. Roll call, please.
Bozak,
Yes.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Zay,
Aye.
Champlin. Aye. Desart,
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Next, I'd like to move to combine and approve bid renewals. First move to combine.
So moved.
Okay,
Second.
second. Okay. So member Chaplin and member Tornatori. So combine, item A, PWP 012221, recommendation for approval of contract to Waste Management of Illinois for refuse disposal and recycling services for the Vector Station at Woodridge Green Valley Treatment Facility for the period June 1st, 2021 through May 31st, 2022 for a total contract amount not to exceed $47,000 per renewal option under bid 2057 PW. First of three possible renewals. Next to combine 2021-46 recommendation, the approval of the contract to Peregrine Services for printing and direct mail services of sewer and or water bills for public works. And number C, 2021-47 recommendation for the approval of the contract to DuPage Architectural Finishes to furnish and deliver paint and painting supplies as needed for county facilities. I move to approve.
Second.
Or move to combine. Second.
Did we have the second? We did combine.
Yeah.
Now we're on to.
No, we didn't do a roll call on
We have to do a
combined.
roll call on combine. Yes.
Ready? Okay. Chaplin.
Aye.
Desart.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Bozak.
Aye.
Tornatori.
Aye.
Zay.
Aye.
Okay, next, I'd like to move to approve items A, B, and C. Item PWP 01/22/21, recommendation for approval of contract to Waste Management. Item B, 2021-46, recommendation for the approval of a contract to Care Green Services. And item C, 2021-47, recommendation for the approval of a contract to PPG Architectural Finishes. May I have a second?
Second.
Second, Desart.
I'm sorry. Second, Chaplin. Okay, do we have any comments or questions before we approve these items? Okay, hearing none, roll call for these bid renewals to approve.
Bozak.
Yes.
Tornatori.
Aye.
Zay.
Aye.
Chaplin.
Aye.
Desart.
Aye.
Hart.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Next up, we have a presentation from Jim McGuire, DuPage County Fair Association, and going to receive an operational and financial update. So, Mr. McGuire, thank you for coming today.
If you don't mind, Tim, I want to say one word. So, obviously we asked Jim to come here today. Jim and his staff have been a tremendous partner over the past year battling COVID. What we've done on there with the testing, the vaccinations we've done, it would not have been possible. I know the health department's been working hand in hand with them, but all of his staff are involved, all of his facilities, and I just like to say thank you from the county, because I mean it's made it far easier. One of the showcases of a vaccination site in Illinois, and elections, absolutely. So.
As asked today to come and tell you a little story about our fairgrounds, the DuPage County Fairgrounds and Event Center. 68 years ago, the DuPage County Fair Association moved to Manchester Road. Our association built all of the buildings and all of the infrastructure on the ground and have maintained it ever since. The way we have our budget and what we use to maintain the grounds is our commercial shows. And some of them are very long term. We have our train show, the Animal Expo, Civil War shows, toy shows, dog shows, and many others. We did a survey 3.5 years ago, just to find out what the economic impact of these shows are to the community. We saw that we had generated over 4,000 hotel stays just from the shows that we were able to document. Over 4,000 hotel stays were brought to the community. Some of these shows bring people from all over the country. Wheaton Kennel Club Dog Show, 27 different states in Canada were represented at our fairgrounds at that particular dog show. So that's where we get our dollars to help us function. Those dollars also, because we do a lot of things that are non-revenue generating to benefit our community. The list is very long, and a lot of these uses have gone on for many years. Monroe Middle School promotion ceremony, 25 plus years. I happened to be up in Milwaukee visiting and ran into a young woman there who graduated from Monroe Middle School. I had handed her my business card, and she had fond memories of being there. But 25 plus years, Monroe Middle School promotion ceremony. And all of these are events that are non-revenue generating that we do to give back to the community. Wheaton 4th of July fireworks, 40 plus years. Sheriff Safety Saturday, 10 plus years. Milton Township CERT training, 5 plus years. They just had a training in a meeting this past weekend. People's Resource Center, Share the Spirit event. Sheriff Department training, 3 to 4 times a year. They come to our grounds and use different facilities for training. They are actually there today. They were there yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And this is for an academy training program, which they actually bring officers from all over the state from different bodies to be trained here. Wheaton PD training, Wheaton Fire training, DuPage Crimes Task Force training, 4-H International Night for the kids from the community. Monthly 4-H meetings from many different clubs throughout the community. DuPage Homeschool Marching Band practices on our grounds. It's always a great day to come on the grounds and usually be led by patriotic songs as you're making your way to your office. And that happens both with DuPage marching and Monroe Middle School marching band. The wheat and turkey trot uses part of our grounds. We have a community garden on the ground that produces and distributes to last year's 6 different area food pantries. We are a disaster base camp for ComEd, NAMI DuPage, Uncorked and Uncapped event, DuPage Pads, social services events, Scarce, Sustainable Design Luncheon, DuPage County Homemakers Luncheon, NAMI DuPage 5K Run, DuPage Hazardous Waste Recycling Event, DuPage Sign Recycling Event that happened this past weekend, Scarce Recycling Events, the DuPage elections that take place, and we had a big role this past year, but actually elections have been occurring on their grounds as a polling place for many, many years. We have always supported that. NAMI DuPage concert, paramedic helicopter training. That's one that most people don't realize, but the paramedics from all over DuPage County, they come to our grounds to learn how to get a helicopter to land at a crash site. Kind of a fun day on the fairgrounds. It's kind of exciting to watch, but it's also critical and important use that benefits everybody in the community. Poised for Success clothing sale, Office of Emergency Management TPE Distribution Center. So these are all the different types of event things that happen. And then we also do a lot of community service work. The safety pickup and drop off from Monroe Middle School. Moms and dads come in every single morning. Unfortunately, not this year, but the school's been closed and now it's open. But our grounds are used where they drop off the kids so they can walk safely over to the school and keep Manchester Road open from traffic. The overflow snow storage from the city of Wheaton. Parking for Wheaton 4th of July activities, both at Graff Park and also for the fireworks display. Parking for all Park District events that occur at Graff Park. So that's the football, Wheaton Rams, Wheaton Wings, the baseball program, fly a kite, any event that happens throughout that park. To keep the streets open and to be more neighborly, they use our fairgrounds for the parking for those events. We are a neighborhood dog walking area. Most people don't know that unless you have a dog and you're in the neighborhood, because plenty of them are coming around walking. And we have done a lot of work beautifying the grounds. People coming over for picnics, our butterfly garden, and also our sunflower garden. So those are a few of the things that those commercial activities and that revenue support, besides just the general maintenance. It's making our community better, and we're very proud of that. There's also many area nonprofits who get benefit from our grounds for different activities they have, including Catholic Charities, NAMI, People's Resource, DuPage Pads. There's several community cultural events that take place on our grounds, and Poised for Success. 2020, the year the world changed for all of us, and especially for us as a place where community gathers. But community continued to gather at the fairgrounds. Our last regularly scheduled event was on March 8th of 2020. At that time, we had already started discussion with the DuPage County Clerk's office. They were looking for a site to do a socially distanced because all of the polling places throughout the county were not going to be available for the primary election that was happening on March 17th. And we designed and worked with them to open up our building 1, and we set up and supported the whole primary election on our fairgrounds on March 17th. That was our entry into COVID and helping the community and support it. Shortly after that, Office of Emergency Management contacted us, and we opened up our building and supported their efforts with the PPE collection and distribution to first responders and care centers throughout the county. Our staff helped with our equipment, loading and unloading trucks, tables, made everything available, and worked continually with them as things came in and left the facility, and we managed traffic for them at the same time. In June, we welcomed the COVID testing site. Our crews worked on setting up the site, traffic controls, daily maintenance of the site. We set up, opened it, and closed it each and every day. So we were in early in the mornings and we saw a lot of beautiful sunrises, because we were there way before the sun, making sure that those lines of people coming to get tested, we had them in order. And it was some long days, but we're happy to support it, and I think it went quite well. In September, we welcome back the county clerk's office for early voting for the general election. Our staff provided the daily maintenance for the buildings and quickly moved into traffic and crowd controls as the voters' numbers swelled. Opening day was quite a surprise. I was putting my boots on at 4 o'clock in the morning. I realized WGN was on our fairgrounds at Midway doing a live shot. I wasn't quite sure why, because I didn't know anything why they should have been, only to run over to the fairgrounds to find that every news station from Chicagoland area, there was 6 of them on the grounds. So we coordinated to get them out of the way so that the site could open up, and at the same time, we were also getting the testing site opened up for the morning. So it's been an interesting year, and for 40 days, that swell of voters continued. So for 40 straight days, we had folks on our grounds, very active and busy voting. With the changing weather in December, we moved the testing site inside to our building 4, providing a safer and more comfortable space for staff and those getting tested. And in February of 2021, we transitioned from the testing to the vaccination site. We worked on the setup of building 1 as the mass vaccination site, and as building 4 transitioned to the staff building where they do their breaks, their lunches, check in and check out each and every day. Also used for storage of a lot of the equipment and supplies they need for the vaccination site. Our staff opens and closes the site each and every day. We do all the maintenance to make sure that we have a good, safe experience for all those people that come in each and every day. And it reflects well, not only on us at the fairgrounds in our place, but actually on DuPage County. The site is, we sanitize it, clean it, polish it. So each and every day when folks arrive, that's how it looks, and it's ready to go. On the weekends, we break them down again completely and do a complete sanitation of the whole space each and every weekend, so that on Monday morning, we're starting fresh. So we do it daily, we do it on the weekends. And again, we're happy to do it. The site remains very active, and at times they have been vaccinating upwards of 2,000 people a day. This past Saturday, by 1 o'clock, they had done over 1,000 people came through. And it looks like it's picking up a little bit more now again, due to the fact that the younger kids, 12 and up, are coming. So yesterday seemed to see a lot of that age group coming after school. So got a little busier in the afternoon. We are we also, this year again, welcomed the county clerk back for another early voting round for the past election on April 6th. And they were with us for, I think, 30 days during that stretch in another one of our buildings. So all these activities overlapping, going on, a lot of activity, a lot of people coming out to the fairgrounds, and a lot of support to community activities that were needed this year. We are very appreciative of the opportunity to serve the community and to support the good people of the health department, the county clerk's office, and the office of emergency management. It truly has been an honor. It's been an honor for us to do that and to have that kind of an impact on the community that we live in. 2021. The one thing I hope has happened, and I believe that it is, that 2020 highlighted what a truly important asset the fairgrounds, our buildings, our equipment are to the community. To be able to pull off all those activities anywhere else, I think would have been extremely difficult. And I hope we have shown the value to our grounds and what it means to the community to have a space where in a time of need, it can transition quickly to become what is needed. And I think that's what we offered, and that's what happened. We were moving things around in there and changing all along as we go. We're kind of used to doing that as a staff because that's what a fair does. We are very good at changing and moving at fair time. And it transitioned well into what we did this year for the community. We do have some challenges ahead of us. Unfortunately, many of the shows that were our traditionally regular schedule, a lot of those shows may not make it back. I know a few of them are not. This has taken a financial hit on those people, and many of them have moved into different ways of producing income. So We know that that's gonna happen. We have already, though, signed up some new shows to fill some of those holes. But we're gonna need to do more. We're gonna need to find new opportunities for the community, new ways to bring revenue into our grounds, to the use of our buildings. And we look to you guys for the support to help us get there. We ask you for continued support as we transition into this new chapter of history. We do have a wonderful staff. I have unbelievably good staff, hardworking people who do a great job. And I have a great board who supports that. And I am very confident that we're up for the challenge of what the future is going to bring us, and we're going to continue this for a long time to come. So I thank you for your time. That's our story. And again, we are honored that we were able to be such a big part in the community through this year and support all of those efforts. So thank you.
Thank you, Jim. What a year. And
Yes.
it will live in the annals of the Fairground Association, right?
Yes, it will.
But we thank you for all of your hard work this year and being as nimble as humanly possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chair Ozog, I
Yes.
know that Auditor White has prepared a kind of a memo regarding some of the financial focus of the fairgrounds. I know he's joining us today. We don't have too much time, but I don't know if you wanted to go over a couple points in that real quick as well.
Absolutely. I don't intend to cover everything in the memo since everybody should have received, everybody on the committee received a copy of it. I just want to hit a few high points. I want to make sure the committee understands that the book value of the assets, which are shown in the financial statements you received, bear very little relationship to what those assets are actually worth in the real world. It's important that be understood. The book value is calculated by the original acquisition cost. Buildings were built decades ago when construction was considerably less expensive than now, and they take off depreciation. So a building might show us $500,000 on the books and be worth $5 million in real life, hypothetically. That's why one of my recommendations to the county is that you obtain an external professional appraisal of the value of the assets to guide future decision making. My second recommendation, already Mr. McGuire is on this, is that I recommend that the county request from the Fair Association a strategic plan explaining how they're going to reopen successfully. And he's already working on that, but having a strategic plan going forward, I think would be a valuable thing for the county. This was determined by analyzing basically a couple of years of financial statements, which I sent to all of you as well. So with that, I'll take any, if anybody has anything they want to ask me. Other than that, that's what all I really had to say this morning.
Thank you, Auditor White. Any questions for either Mr. McGuire or Mr. White?
A quick comment. I don't know if any of the board members have been over to tour the fairgrounds, but it really is a great asset. I appreciate all the work that Jim's done, especially the last couple of years with COVID and really stepping up at this time. I know I've been over there for the safety Saturdays, fairs and things like that. It really is a great valuable asset. So I hope we can continue working with the fairgrounds and continue this good relationship.
Yes, Member Chaplin and I were there a few weeks ago, and if any of you are interested, I really recommend you getting in touch with Mr. McGuire and tour the fairgrounds and see what's going on there. It's just been a phenomenal year, a year none of us would have asked for, but it is phenomenal the work that they've done to help our community. Voting, COVID, can't thank you enough. So please tour the fairgrounds, and thank you both for being here today. Okay, with that said, do we have any old business? Any new business? Okay, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Ozog,
Yes.
Tornatori,
Aye.
Day,
Aye.
Desart,
I'm sorry, aye.
Hart.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got him.
Okay, great, sorry. Okay, thank you, everybody. We're adjourned. Thank you.